I'm here, Q.
Perfect, Sean. Okay. Started with Vic.
Hey, Sean. It was obviously you will take a win if it was 1-0. I don't think you can get that, but 2-0 maybe. But the question is, did you, when you looked at it and took a hard look at it, how uneasy is it to win a game when you don't get a touchdown? And obviously those opportunities were there. Your quarterback threw for 300+ yards.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's hard to win this league. Vic, you've been around this league a long time. I don't care what standings are. Standings don't matter. Every team's in its own situation. You got to bring your A game every week. The stats speak for themselves, like you said. There's certainly things we did well, moving the football through the middle of the field. We can't hurt ourselves in the red zone. Some self-inflicted wounds there, and coming up with 3 instead of 7s, and that's what keeps a team in the game. Or else, it's a different game at the end of the game there. So I thought our defense stepped up, did a heck of a job in the second half. Special teams, Tyler Bass, I know, a couple miscues, but at the end of the day, he made some big-time kicks and big-time moments of the game.
And one follow-up, Sean, it seemed like your team showed, again, the numbers and all that reflected it, but far more energy and performing well enough in the second half and coming out of that 10-point hole that you initially got yourself in. Was there anything in particular at halftime, the message that you could share to kind of drive that?
No, listen, I praise God for every victory, man, every loss, to be honest with you. I mean, these guys are great. I praise God for these guys in the locker room, man. That was a character win. It was a tough week. Again, another short week. It'll be good to be on a normal schedule this week for the first time in a few weeks here. But, guys we knew it was going to be like this. You play in the NFL, every week's like this, and you got to find a way to win. And again, I thought it was a character win, and the guys showed their character through this game. We got down early. We chipped away. I thought Josh did a good job of being patient and trusting the guys around him. And, we moved the ball, like I said. We got to be able to convert those into 7. So another great lesson for our football team, and we'll go back to the drawing board this week then.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
Hi, Sean. Congratulations on the win. And looking at the halftime stats, first half, 186 yards for the Jets, -6 in the second half. I know you just touched on it a little bit with Vic's, answer there, but was there anything specific you guys identified, schematically to do differently in the second half? Was it just people just playing better in general?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I give credit to Leslie and the staff. They did a phenomenal job at halftime. The players are the ones that executed in the second half, and they got back to playing Buffalo Bills style defense and flying around. That was fun to watch.
And how about Dane Jackson, rookie, gets his first ever NFL start, gets an interception early in the game. How did that feel for you?
Yeah, how cool is that, man? Guys fired up on the sideline for him. And it just goes back. Our coaches do a great job working with these players, every player on our roster, from the minute they get in the door to the minute they leave, and developing our players. And, Dane, give him the credit too. Dane was ready. When his number was called, he was ready. And that's part of being a team. And we got to continue to get contributions from these young players. That's the strength of our football team as we continue to develop as a overall team here.
Thanks, Coach.
Sure.
Hey, Coach, nice win. Just specifically the pressure that you guys were able to generate on Darnold. Like, he had a lot of those rollouts early in the game, and then it seemed like you just shut that valve off completely after the first 2 scoring drives that they had. What was so effective about your pressure, and he just seemed squeezed in the pocket the rest of the game?
Yeah, I thought our guys did a good job again, Chris, of adjusting to what they were doing and how they were trying to attack us on both sides of the ball, honestly. So that's what you want to be able to do. You want to be able to adjust through the game on the sideline. The players take it to the field and execute, and I thought we did that at a high level.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, Sean, good to see you. Congrats on the win. Just going back to the defense, just how badly did this defense need a game like this to get back to playing how we're used to seeing them play?
Yeah, it's big. We're all human, and confidence ebbs and flows through the season, but they stayed confident all week long, man. They had a great week of practice. They worked hard. And they've been working hard, Heather, you know, and you saw the fruits of that labor today. And we got to continue to develop our football team. You know, it's a journey of a season, and we're being challenged in different ways, like all teams get challenged, and we got to continue to stick together. And I was proud of the guys the way they did that today. Again, it's a character win right there.
I guess just, you know, I know that through the contact tracing, you guys determined who came in close contact with Dawson, but just, you know, your reaction, just how tough is it to know for the first time this regular season have a player to test positive for COVID?
Yeah, unfortunate. It's the reality of our world, right? So we're trying to manage it like everyone else is out there, trying to make smart decisions. And through the course of the season, you know, we expected, you know, this may come up, and it did come up. The unfortunate part is when you lose players to it. Number one, you're always wanting to make sure they're medically okay and hanging in there. And then the guys that we lost because of the contact tracing, to your point, unfortunate. But again, you know, we just have to continue to learn through this. It's new for all of us in terms of what we can and can't do, and trying to play a football season at the same time.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Hey, Sean, we heard Josh talk a lot about taking what the defense has given them, especially when they're playing safeties deep to take away the explosive plays. How do you feel like he did that today, and how does a guy like Cole Beasley factor into that kind of game plan?
Yeah, phenomenal job by Josh. Showed a tremendous amount of discipline and patience. That's a next step for him in terms of taking what the defense has given him, remaining patient where he needs to be patient with calculated shots down the field, and you know, wanting to get in our running game going a little bit. We popped a couple runs right there, credit to our offensive line, and it's just continue to evolve. You know, Cole Beasley is such a critical part of our offense. In that way, he's got a great feel, and we were able to hit him down the seam a couple times there as well.
Gotcha. Thank you, Sean.
Sure.
Hey, Sean. What did you do yesterday, or what I guess was the emotions of the team as you guys got ready to board a flight for a road game with everything that was going on with the positive test and the contact tracing? How did you kind of keep everybody focused in what I'm sure was a bit of a nervous moment for the guys?
Yeah, curveball, Matt. And, you know, wake up yesterday morning, and we had a positive test there. And then, you know, our plan went into action. Give a lot of credit to Nate Bresky, our trainer, leading that effort. And then we got on the phone early yesterday morning, Brandon, myself, and Nate, and put our plan into action. We pushed things back, as you probably are already aware, to give us some more time to make the adjustments we needed to make. The players, man, they were phenomenal. Really cool to watch how they came in. And obviously they wanted to know what was going on, and by then they had heard some of it, but we tried to do a great job of communicating, and then went out there and had what we call a mock game or dress rehearsal practice, and you know, they cared first and foremost for their teammates, but they were unfazed after that to come here. We made adjustments here as well with the meetings. We went virtual last night, and in terms of the meals, the guys had to come in and grab their meal and go in a bag, and go back to the room. So just again, true professional effort and a character win for us.
I know you mentioned it's tough to win in the NFL. Every team is can be dangerous depending on the week. What do you attribute the Jets getting off to the start they did on you? What was going on early on?
Yeah, we just weren't in sync. You know, offensively at times, and then defensively they hit the run on us a couple times, and we had some missed opportunities offensively there. So I think the bigger thing is that we made the necessary adjustments. Our players hung in there and showed a lot of heart and character, like I said.
Thanks, Sean.